So in One Punch Man, beating the bad guy is, well, for some people, it's pretty easy. But what happens after the fight's over? That's what we're diving into today. We're going to break down one episode that totally flips the script on what it means to be a hero, showing us that sometimes the real battle only starts once the monster is down for the count.
And really, this one line from Mumen Rider, it just perfectly sums up the whole thing. This is the exact moment a fist fight turns into something so much more, a battle of ideas. This is where it all kicks off. Okay, so first things first. Before we can even talk about the heroes, we got to talk about the villain. We need to understand the stakes, right? And the stakes here are, well, they're an unstoppable monster that literally just walked out of the sea to take over. And get this, it's not just about raw power, it's about his mindset. He calls himself the absolute peak of all living things. So you see, this isn't just some mindless beast smashing up the city. No, this guy genuinely believes he's the rightful king of the world and we're all just in his way.
And Mandasi backs it up. He's not just beating heroes, he's dismantling them. We're talking top-tier, Class S heroes getting thrown around like toys. He's cruel, he's smart, and he just creates this atmosphere of pure dread. You're watching this and thinking, there's no way, no one can stop this thing.
But then, right into the middle of all this hopelessness, rides in the most unlikely hero you could possibly imagine. A guy who, let's be honest, has absolutely no shot at winning this.
And this chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's a total mismatch. You've got the Deep Sea King, a demon-level threat, and then you have Mumen Rider, a Class C hero who literally says he's not even strong enough for Class B. His weapon? A bicycle named Justice. It's kind of funny, but it's also incredible. It's the perfect picture of pure guts versus unstoppable power.
And here's the brilliant part. This is the key. Mumen Rider just redefines the fight. He knows he can't win with his fists, so he changes the rules of the game. He basically says, this isn't about winning or losing anymore. This is about me standing up to you, right here, right now. It's about defiance. It's about doing the right thing even when you know you're going to get crushed for it.
And you know what happens? Something amazing. The crowd, the same people who are just running for their lives, watching their best heroes get wiped out, they start to cheer. For him, the weakest guy there. They're screaming his name. They know he can't win, but they're cheering for his heart. And just for a second, his courage makes them courageous too. But just as Mumen Rider is about to take the final blow, the whole thing just stops. The physical fight, the one we've been watching build and build, it comes to this super abrupt, almost disappointing end. Because, well, Saitama finally shows up. 1. That's the number. That's all it takes. After all that build-up, all the heroes who fought and fell, all that desperation, it's over. Saitama ends it with a single, almost bored-looking punch. Just like that, the monster's gone. The physical threat is completely, instantly gone.
So, the monster's gone, the city's saved. End of story, right? Wrong. This is where things get really interesting. Because the first battle is over. But the second one, the battle against human nature itself, that's just getting started.
And just watch how fast the crowd turns. The relief, it just evaporates and turns into something ugly, cynicism. Some guy in the crowd starts talking, saying, wait a minute, if it only took one punch, then all those other heroes must have been a bunch of weaklings. And just like that, everything Mumen Rider and the others did, it's suddenly worth nothing.
So now Saitama's facing a totally different enemy. It's not a monster, it's an idea. The idea that heroism is pointless. And he realizes he has to fight this too. So he makes a choice, a really tough choice. He decides to sacrifice something way more important to a hero than their life, their good name.
He hears what they're saying, and he understands the problem. His insane power level accidentally makes everyone else look bad. It erases their struggle. So what does he do? He comes up with a lie. He decides to become the bad guy in the story so that everyone else can stay a hero. And this is what he tells them. He basically says, yeah, you're right. The other heroes did all the hard work and wore the monster down. I just got lucky and showed up late to take all the credit. It's total self-sabotage. He's painting himself as a total fraud, on purpose.
And it works. It works perfectly. The crowd immediately turns on him, calling him a cheat, a dirtbag, all of it. But then, in the very next breath, they say, you know, compared to that guy, the other heroes look pretty good. He takes all the hate, and in doing so, he gives back the respect they had just lost for everyone else.
Which brings us to the big question, the whole point of this episode. What actually makes someone a hero?
Is it just about being strong enough to win the fight, or is it something else completely?
Let's just look at the two side by side. You've got Mumen Rider, who's physically weak but has this incredible spirit that lights a fire under everyone. And then you have Saitama, who's got all the power in the world, but his true heroic moment is a quiet one, sacrificing his own reputation for the sake of others.
And that's really the heart of it. Saitama's biggest win that day wasn't punching a sea monster. It was defeating cynicism. He saved the idea of heroism. He made sure that what Mumen Rider did and what all the other fallen heroes did still meant something.
But it's not a totally thankless job. At the end of it all, we see this one little moment. He gets a single fan letter. It's just one letter, but it proves that even though the whole crowd turned on him, one person, at least one person, saw what he really did, and they were thankful.
So, that's the question the episode leaves us with, isn't it? Who was the real hero? The guy willing to die for the people, or the guy willing to be hated by them? It really makes you think about what true sacrifice is, and what being a hero looks like when there's nobody around to pat you on the back.